Greetings, celestial galactics of the new Earth, starship Gaia 33, Terra Nova Gaia, ascending to her rightful legion in this universe, this sacred galaxy. Today we had another powerful, fiery day, higher dimensional frequencies coming in. Today is the last day. The sun is in the fiery sign of Aquarius. Tomorrow she enters Taurus. So the energies will be calming down, the fire will be cooling. This is the earthing, the grounding, anchoring in these higher dimensional codes, these ascending energies of the great rapture, the great awakening, the revelation in this great revealing of all that was once hidden is now being exposed and being revealed for all to see. The eyes of the spirit open to know all things. Today was also day 6. Kali reaches gate 6 at the Ajna Chakra. This is the 6th day of Navratri, the divine goddess. Katyayani. This is activating the third eye, the sky eye, we call the Ajna Chakra, which is the color indigo blue. Between the brows, the mantra is Om. Om for the third eye chakra, the 6th chakra. This is the 6th gate activation of the Rainbow Bridge, the Kundalini of the sacred temple. Our sacred Merkaba activated, coming online. 144 activated now. Today my queen and I went to the sacred river and submerged ourselves in the icy water. I believe this water is the melt off of the glacier on Mount St. Helens. Funny thing, I was calling her Everest, Mount Everest today multiple times, and that is our sacred mountain in the Himalayan mountain range of Tibet, Nepal, India, our beloved legions of angels of the East. And as we submerged fully under these icy cold waters, it was a powerful activation. It was like the baptism, the holy waters activating the DNA, the 12-strand crystalline DNA of the new human Homo Luminous, which many call rainbow body, or the coat of many colors. Body of Ra goes by many names, but symbolizes transforming the physical vessel back to the higher frequencies of light, fully conscious. We take body with us instead of leave behind in the matrix, in the simulation. We transform it to the higher frequencies, the higher code, and raises the physical vessel from 3D to 5D, while maintaining our consciousness, our memories fully intact, merging and converging with every aspect of ourselves in every timeline, every dimension, every realm. We do this through the heart center, the still white magnetic light at the center of all things. That is the great central sun within you, being activated now from the central sun in all universes of the multiverse, the infinite multiverse, as we realize our rightful place upon the throne of this great symphony we call the great cosmic dance. And with these powerful energies coming in, we're feeling many ascension activations, many powerful intense feelings, emotions, energies. Over the last 24 hours we had many streaks of white light appearing on the Schumann charts. Within the last few hours we had a big blast of white 7th dimensional energy, 65 hertz coming in. These are all preparing us for this great shift, this great awakening of merging and manifesting heaven on earth, the new Eden, the new earth, the new Jerusalem, the pure land of eternal bliss consciousness. And now an update from Divine Sister of the Light, S.A. Smith. Welcome to Sunday. Schumann resonance continues to spike. We are feeling those spikes this morning. You might be experiencing a few ascension symptoms with these latest spikes. When they're strong enough to affect the Schumann, they usually affect us a little more as well. You might experience head pressure, ears ringing, extreme thirst, fatigue, joint pain, jaw and teeth pain, Again, I know, limb tingling or pain, brain fog on high. On the plus side, once you find your balance in these energies, they'll level out. You'll still hear your ears ringing. I feel that it is here to stay. You'll feel content within yourself, bliss, confidence in your journey even though you aren't sure what's next. You trust the process, a direct connection to source at all times. You understand there is no finish line. You're always growing, changing, and evolving. Happy work in progress. Wherever you are on your path, it's exactly where you are supposed to be. You are an ascended master catching up with yourself. My guides call this time we're in the in-between. Try to enjoy it. You'll never be here again. Even bigger energies now rolling in. Quick energy update. Schumann resonance spiking pure white as these new huge energies flood in. These are massive energies coming in. Very powerful. Lots of head pressure is being felt with these. Some stomach issues too. Big upgrades with these as well. Move with these energies the best you can. Water, rest, and as always, listen to your food cravings. They may help you work with and through these energies easier. You are doing it. Keep going, Divine One. From agirlintheuniverse.com. In the last 24 hours, we had 123 earthquakes M1.5 or greater. The most powerful in the sacred portal of Iran, 5.8. 13 of the Divine Goddess. Earlier today, activations. Kuril Islands, 4.5. And the Ring of Fire. South Shetland Islands, again in the trunk of Ganesh. Divine Abundance codes coming in. We had another 4.4 activation in Iran. Aleutian Islands in the crown of Lemuria, 3.1. Vanuatu, Ring of Fire, 4.7. Russia, 4.2 on Ring of Fire. We had this triple activation right around the Tropic of Cancer, starting in Taiwan, 5.4, Council of 9 coming in. We had an activation in Myanmar, 5.2, and then an activation in Iran, another 4.4 activation, Divine 44. We had a 4.7 Indonesia, Taiwan, another 5.8, powerful. It's the second 5.8 of the day. 4.6 Argentina and the sacred Andes Mountains, Pachamama's Kundalini of the New Earth, North Atlantic Ocean, 4.9 by Greenland and Iceland, close to the Arctic Circle, South Aegean, Greece, 4.3, Indonesia, another 4.4, multiple 44, 141 kilometers depth, another 4.8 in Indonesia, Schneider, Texas, 3.1, and then another Iran activation, 4.3, South of Pacific, 4.8, 4.6 Iran, multiple activations in what was ancient Persia, 4.1 Iran, Mexico, 4.4, Peru, South America, Andes Mountains, home of our sacred condors, 4.5, Chile, 5.2, Japan on the Ring of Fire, 4.9, off the coast of Ecuador, also on the Ring of Fire, 4.9, and another activation in Chile, 4.2. The whole Ring of Fire again lit up today, the fire rising up, as these fire energies are going to be anchored into Earth as we get all the activations through these portals of Navratri. We are being activated. The Rainbow Bridge is fully open. The gates are open, activated. We just keep rising through and through and through until we totally break through. This is compression breakthrough. The deeper we go within, the higher we rise up to the holiest of holies, to the highest peak, to the holy temples, directly into the beginning, the center, the still center of infinitely expanding creator source, out to the ends of the infinitely expanding multiverse. We do this fully consciously with the free will activation of our 12-strand crystalline DNA, the Christ consciousness, cosmic consciousness, as we become fully conscious co-creators of this eternal heaven on earth. This is 5D into 3D, 37 into the 73, 73 into 37. The great mirror being activated now. Om Shanti Shanti Om. We get flowing now with the Sabian symbols. Right now the Moon is at 15 degrees, 20 minutes Cancer. The Sun is at 29 degrees, 15 minutes Aries. The current Sabian symbol for the Moon at 16 degrees Cancer A man studying a mandala in front of him with the help of a very ancient book and the current Sabian symbol for the sun at 0 degrees Aries, a duck pond and its brood from the astrologyweekly.com. And now the card for today for you that my sacred Condor pulled from the deck Forest of Enchantment Tarot from Linnea Weatherstone. The card she pulled for you today, another very powerful card, card 1, the Enchanter. The Enchanter observes everything that happens in the forest, and then he influences it, manipulates it, meddles, and brings elements together to create situations he deems beneficial. He sets things in motion. He can converse with every bird, beast, gnome, ogre, sylph, and elf. Though he may pretend to be hard of hearing with the elves, the Enchanter takes a special interest in humans passing through the forest, whatever their purpose. You may ask him for magical help if you get in trouble. Be aware, though, that he may not choose to give the kind of help you hoped for or expected. He has been known to stir things up for those who try to take the safest route. The Enchanter is far-seeing when it comes to adventures that happen in the forest, and what seems inexplicable and troublesome to you may be part of a larger design that only he can see. Still, you can always learn from him, especially when it comes to using your own powers to their fullest, meaning at a glance, magic, wisdom, force of will and intention, ability to influence and help, power at your command. A closer look, the Enchanter's sleeves are trimmed in otter fur, which is a protective charm often used by wizards. The Enchanter conjured the fur without harming any otters, of course. This is page 17, synchronic with this quantum leap of consciousness. The quell, the cue, the source. And now a quick update from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Graham Forscutt. Andromeda star family. Today, April 18th, is the best day to align with the incoming energies from Andromeda galaxy. Our Earth is in direct alignment. Michael Smolkus wrote in his 1992 book, Starlight Elixirs and Cosmic Vibrational Healing, a number of individuals from Earth have had a chance to visit Andromeda. Today from Isis Channelings, Kundalini Rainbow Bridge of Durga, Sekhmet, Kali reaches Gate 6 at Ajna Chakra. On the 6th day of Navratri, April 18, the warrior goddess form of Durga is worshipped in the form of Maa Katyayani, Devi, the most powerful avatar of Durga, who destroyed the shape-shifting buffalo demon Mahishasura. Mahishasura had secured a boon of invincibility and could not be killed by god or man, and had unleashed a reign of terror upon the gods. Finally, when none of the gods could defeat him, the Hindu god trinity of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva decided to combine their energies to create a woman who would have all their individual powers, strengths, blessings, and weapons, and thus was born the goddess Ma Durga Katyayani, the Mahadevi. The Ma Durga then waged a fierce battle against Mahishasura and emerged victorious after 9 days, thus the 9 days of Navratri, and freed heaven and earth from the tyranny of the evil demon. She also rules the third eye chakra, Ajna Chakra. The Ajna Chakra is our center of intuition, perception, and discernment, for it allows us to look past the illusions, ignorance, and deceptions of our physical realities and move into higher awareness, consciousness, and enlightenment. Mahishasura, the demon, represents our own inner demons, our shadow aspects, karmas, ego attachments and dependencies, insecurities, ignorance, distortions, animalistic desires and instincts, lower vibrational emotions of anger, lust, greed, etc. As the deity of the third eye, Maa Katyayani, assists us in perceiving through the darkness of these illusions, so that we move into greater awareness of ourselves, transform ourselves, and rise beyond these lower vibrations to attain higher perception and consciousness, and thus we defeat our inner demon, fear, shadow aspects, animalistic nature, and move into enlightenment and moksha, freedom from the loop of death and rebirth, the ultimate goal of spiritual ascension. Worshipping her is said to bring success in love, life partner, and marriage, as she is an aspect of the Mahalakshmi Trinity, also in this form, brings us success in the material, physical sphere for a happy and fulfilled life in the physical realms. The demon is always within, the goddess is always within, the battle too is always within, and so is the triumph of one over the other. Which one over which one? The choice is also, somehow, always within. And light and grace and joy, be the change you want to see. Sake Na from IsisChannelings.wordpress.com. And now the deity of Katyayani mantra. Devi Katyayani is the deity of Katyayani mantra. Devi Katyayani is the sixth form of Nav Durga. The word Katyayani literally means one who is able to remove rigidity and destructive ego. Devi Katyayani governs the planet Jupiter, Guru Graha. Devi Katyayani sits on a lion, has 3 eyes and 4 arms. One holds a weapon, the other a lotus. The remaining 2 hands are for granting wishes. Now for the Katyayani mantra. Katyayani Mahamaye Mahayoginyatirishwari Nangyotputsam Devi Patim Me Kurute Namaha. Today, from Divine Sister of the Light Laura Pleiadian, the Vastness, Starlight Activations 8 of 111, 111. Last night, after feeling the plasma connect everything in the universe included inside my DNA, I felt explosions of the plasma inside my cells. This is how it works, you know. Everything is connected like a perfect stream, which empties itself into the bigger energies of water. It is all connected, even in unawareness. No one can stop the flow, even if they wanted to. Of course, that would be thought itself that attempts to interfere as it always does. It cannot interfere with the plasma. It simply programs and connects. The beings from another universe showed me a portal that appeared as I believed it to be. A powerful light circular opening into vast universal space of no time. Then they showed me no portal, only expansive openness with no boundaries or lines that would make it look nothing like a portal. I was shown you can switch to this if you want to now. So I said yes and switched. This was the vastness of the limitless vastness, which the mind or thought cannot comprehend, but can acknowledge as something, then let it go. As there is no point to involve the mind in the work of the divine, yet there is no work of the divine, so none of that even exists except in thought. Thought may be viewed as the programmer to this vastness. As in alignment with the vastness, it recognizes it does not know. What then is this unknowingness of the vastness in perception? What is the divine if there is no work? Certainly the mind can access volumes of information, yet applied, how much does that thought attempt to interfere? And in applying, what does that really mean? Especially when we acknowledge all may be meaningless. So what of what? We can be the access itself of itself. When I look in the mirror, I'm seeing all there is to see. So too, accessing the vastness is the mirror. What do we see? What is our perception of perception? Dare we let thought decide, or can we just be still and know that all there is all there is, that everything is present, and that time does not exist, only in thought? Yet many watch the clock, as if a dictator of sorts. Have many been programmed by the clock alone? Is the master of this world one who is timeless? And if timeless, how do we access what to do with this? We live and breathe and expand into this vastness. The plasma connects the programs, and including the releasing of the programs, as the mirror reveals itself. I reveal myself, I look into the mirror, I reflect to you. The mirror maybe was programmed as small, yet it is not small, it is the vastness. The beings were filled with joy and bliss, and so am I as we participated in the seeing of the vastness. Only thought and mind made it appear differently than what it was all along, capable of expanding into the fullness of being. We recognized all of this. We understood each other perfectly, as no thought beings do. It was all perfect, as it is now. I continued on levitating into the vastness all night. More of. With being boundless, we really are. Through this, you are activated. From the new DivineHumanity.com. And today from Divine Feminine 777, there is a massive wave of high-frequency energy coming into our systems and the planetary system at this time of now. The gates have opened. The energy of creation is enabling and supporting ascension and taking us to a deeper and higher level. This is also the reason for itchy skin, energy moving underneath it, within the body and leveling up. And as always with such high frequency energy, our bodies are tired and they cannot deal with such changes quickly, which means a lot of rest, taking care of your physical body, eating light food or drinking only water. Listen to your body and do what feels right. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Celia Fenn, that powerful wave of angelic light and sound that passed through is still reverberating around the planet. It seemed to me like the power of that energy just whooshed away all the dark stuff, leaving a kind of vacuum that would be filled with the new. The temperature here was 35 degrees Celsius today with not a breath of wind. Normal for midsummer, but this is autumn and it should be cool and rainy by now. Nothing is normal. I dreamed last night that I got into an elevator and instead of it going up, it went sideways, and I had no idea where I ended up. I think the Ascension project may be about to go sideways into a new timeline or a new dimensional space. Stand by for something new really soon. I can hear it breathing, and all the angels standing by to be a part of this new creation. How are you doing out there? And now today from Here in the Moon Astrology, Sunday, April 18, 2021, Elemental Change. This week is the build-up to the first of 2021's 4 supermoons. On April 26th, 27th, a full moon at 7 degrees Scorpio on steroids, at its closest to the Earth, anchoring in April 24th through the 30th seismic window. Extra grounding, hydration, rest, and time spent outdoors will help you avoid feeling fritzed and fried. On Sunday, April 18th, the Sun conjuncts Mercury in late Aries, starting a new cycle of connection and communication. Then between April 19th through May 3rd, there is a palpable elemental shift from fire to earth as the Sun, Mercury, Black Moon Lilith, and Venus conjunct the Great Awakener Uranus at 10 degrees Taurus. When volatile Uranus is in the frame, anything can happen and probably will. There could be stock market volatility as Saturn in Aquarius squares the stellium. Taurus is a fixed sign, so clashes between tradition and innovation are inevitable. In your personal chart, this conjunction is tight and activating one area of your life, so it will make an impact. As without, so within. Something fixed and immovable, a habit, a belief, a relationship, a dream, needs shaking up to let in some fresh air and fresh thinking. With Pluto, Lord of the underworld and of your unconscious, slowing right to maximum influence, to station before turning retrograde on April 27th, change is definitely not an option. You will feel Pluto's shamanic power as a strong undercurrent from now on into May, as you have planets or points at 25 to 27 degrees of any sign or a birthday between the 14th to 17th of any month. Get ready for an insistent inner drive to eliminate whatever is dead in the water. From Here in the Moon Astrology.co.uk. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology, Mars in Gemini, quincunx Pluto and Capricorn. Yesterday's mercurial nudge becomes a more forceful push as Mars perfects a crotchety quincunx to Pluto. The air is punctuated with exclamation marks, questions, incredulous commentary. The odd F word, and that's okay. Sometimes we need to swear, shout, let off steam. However, we need to guard against overreaction as Mars is out of bounds, volatile, apt to act before thinking. We've already seen the devastating consequences of a shoot first, ask questions later mentality too many times to count. Asteroids, chaos, hypnos, and psyche are here too, gathered around Mars. Chaos speaks for itself. Hypnos conjunct Mars describes the mesmerizing power of anger. Butterfly psyche shows us the potential for metamorphosis. Change is hard, but change we must. The biggest question asked by today's aspect is, how do we keep going when all around us is chaos, toxicity, destructive and corruptive elements? There are no easy answers, but there is cosmic strength to draw on, and in our own lives we can choose to stand up, defend what is right, engage in proactive dialogue, use our voices as a tool for change, have the courage to speak your truth with dignity. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from the Zolkin Times, Kin 125, Red Galactic Serpent. Galactic is the name for the number 8, and its keywords are harmony, integrity, and model. The 8th day of the White Mirror wave spell, like any galactic day, brings peace and harmony, a respite from the 13-day journey and its intensity. Whatever the wave spell or whatever day it is, combined with galactic energy is always sweet. Today is Red Serpent, which represents life force, survival, and instinct. We've just emerged from the Red Serpent wave spell. The lessons should be fresh in our minds. Renewal is the key point today, but with harmonious number 8 on our side, this renewal won't be difficult or painful. Harmony creates renewal. The guide for today is the red moon, which represents going with the flow. When the red moon leads, it's insistent that we completely surrender, and anyone who thinks they are not influenced by the moon are just plain obstinate. Trust that the tide will turn in your favor and things will turn out all right. So relax and chill out. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. Red Galactic Serpent, Kin 125, 18 April 2021, Harmonizing Life Force. 18-4-2021 equal 18-4-5 equal 9-9 equal 18 equal 9. 18, social upheaval. 4, form, structure, foundation, earth, angelic. 5, change, freedom, transformation, liberation. 9, endings, destiny, service, divine, humanity. Kin 125 equal 8, infinity, abundance, source flow. A double 9-9, divine, destiny code. Day 8 in the White Mirror wave spell of reflection, truth, illusion, endlessness, and magnification. Today we are focused on the mind and integrating instinct. White Mirror reflects the truth through direct honesty, which we are processing through allowing this flow in the raw instinctual mind of Red Serpent, Chikchan. Reveals where cleansing is needed to ensure your enhanced survival through your total empowerment of your divine life force. Tone of creation, Galactic tone 8 in the mental realm, action modeling, power harmonize, essence, integrity. The galactic tone will influence much mental analysis today. The most important factor is that we model integrity in our thoughts, words, and actions. Are our intentions based on harmony through integrity of being? We need to master the primal fears revealed by Chikchan and raise them higher with total integrity. Our plans need to be transparent and for the highest good of our community and planet, and for them to hold up in these new energies. Our projects and business models will then serve as a model for others, following in our footsteps who hold the ideals of unity, peace, and harmony as a priority. At Tone 8, we have entered a new scale, and we are so proud we just have to model ourselves for others. We have also mastered harmony at this stage. We are galactic, and don't we know it? The themes of modeling integrity with the power to bring harmony is the prime objective of the divine leader. Kings and queens, holding the authority of the divine to lead their people, have a great responsibility to model authenticity, kindness, compassion, fairness, and equality in the way they treat their subjects and rule their kingdom. Being titled begets a divine purpose greater than their own personal desires. This galactic Chikchan beckons the Wayshowers and New Earth leaders to step up and rule with great dignity and purpose as the role models for the New Earth. Today's question is, what instinctual fears and patterns can I harmonize to purify my mind, becoming a model for greater truth? Divine blessings for the attainment of pure divine harmony and sovereignty today. And Lakeka Lakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger. Kin 66. Kin 125, Red Galactic Serpent. The mantra, the code for today is, I harmonize in order to survive. Modeling instinct, I seal the store of life force with the galactic tone of integrity. I am guided by the power of universal water. And on this powerful day of galactic activations, transformations, and transmutations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmission, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take a moment and thank everyone supporting us in our work in our great mission, manifesting heaven on earth. We rely on our pledges on Patreon and donations for our daily living expenses. So we appreciate all of you that are helping us to be able to continue our work and bring these teachings and transmissions to the world. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Deborah Ohm, for your pledge and support on Patreon. If you'd like to support our work and make a monthly pledge starting at $5 a month, you can do so at patreon.com/Prime Disclosure. We also have multiple teachings and activations that are only on our Patreon page. We have guided meditation from my sacred Condor and I, and one of her beautiful songs. You can hear her angelic voice. We also have these for sale on primedisclosure.com, several of these on egolovecondor.com. I'd like to thank Divine Bro Star of the Light, Richard Laguercio, for your donation today. I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Elena Settle, for your donation. We're almost to the point of being able to purchase our harmonium to start bringing beautiful songs and mantras, my queen and I, to all of you. She has the voice of an angel. She is a sacred embodiment of our divine lineage of Magdalena. So we're about $50 short of purchasing this harmonium to be able to create these sacred mantras and songs for all of you. So if you'd like to make a one-time donation, you can do so at Ego Love Condor, and then we will also be needing to upgrade our devices, such as a mic, a breakout box for a small recording studio, which will be about another $400. But we can get started once we get the harmonium with this simple mic that I use for these recordings, but the recordings will be much better with better mics and equipment, so that'll be our next goal. And then we'll potentially be looking for sponsors to put out an album once we get rolling, and many things. We're very busy working 7 days a week now, so we're going to do this on top of all the work that we're doing now. So we appreciate all of you for your support and shining your light brightly. You can also make a one-time donation at egolovecondor.com. I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's art business on Etsy. You can check out her beautiful handmade works of art, her goddess totems, healing, jewelry, many other things on lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to end today's transmission with two powerful activations, one from our sacred beloved brothers and sisters of the light of the Pleiades and our divine bro star of the light, Li Parore. We start with the Pleiades 1 messages, April 18, 2021, P1, calling Terrans for origins recognition, attention for calls in PVSE-SDE, collateral changes are felt, calls to appropriate disconnections in progress, external pressures continue to decrease, recalibrations are still underway, central eagles approach with ascensional codes, peace expanding by consciousness, mid-central is notified, precise restructuring happens, PVSE and level 7 expansion, luminous warriors arrive in Terran environment, Alpha Centaurians are present and call their own, PVSE 11++++++, quantum recreation initiated, deep alignment authorized, 90% non-regressive, divine gods are called for harmony, 444, local and definitive fall, +++ infiltrations initiated, equals 79% non-regressive, temporarily end of transmission, Pleiades 1, potentiating shamanic inheritances, from disclosurenews.it. And today from our divine Huna, bro star of the light, Li Parore, sentient hybrids, Draco-human, genetic composite, vampiric entity, twin system, two species in one, Cain and Abel imprint, idol, entropy, cannibalistic, Egypt enslaved Israelites 400 years, Jupiter ascending, black goo, Nazca lines, Orion's arm, shapeshifter identity, Orion cube, agenda 21, Antarctica base 211, black suns, satanic force, Nazi trade for technology, blood harvest, human sacrifice, Stonehenge, Pizzagate, V genetic genocide codes, Voyager 2 golden record, Orion clock, pyramid eye, Rigel pulsar star map, Orion Mars Giza, World Trade Center, DUMS, WHO, UN, NASA, Vatican head of the snake, Temple Mount, Anunnaki Stargate, 1W Swiss order, eye of the needle, all empires cycle, Saturn returns, shifting of the stars, Antares, royal star lineage, Arcturus, moral compass and order, coherence, warriors of light, clearinghouse, Sirius, blue ray frequencies, Himalayas, Pyrenees mountains, telluric transmission streams, Lake Titicaca, gold disk, DNA, proton star body, event horizon, immovable race, truth inside, hands of 0-point energy, source being species of origin, law of equivalent exchange, gravity pulling to source, golden, harmonic, equilibrium. So feel into the energies of these frequencies, of these codes, of these activations, and rise through the ascension portal, this vortex, this spiral that rises up through the central channel, activating our Merkaba, the Merdeka, the Ba, the Star of David, pyramid pointing up and one pyramid pointing down. This is the reflection, the mirror, the fire rise up, the water flowing down, all in perfect harmony, perfect balance. I am the divine presence that fills my world with perfection on this day and every day. On one last quick fact about the synchronicity earlier of Mount St. Helens. Today the sky was very clear. We got to see Mount St. Helens, Mount Adams, and Mount Hood in one location. Very beautiful peaks. So the glacier on Mount St. Helens, this is the youngest glacier on the Earth, and the new glacier was first observed in 1996, and it's called Crater Glacier. It's a geologically young glacier on Mount St. Helens in Washington. The glacier formed after the 1980 eruption, and due to its location, the body of ice grew rapidly, unknown to the public for nearly 20 years. And this is one of the many reasons that she is a very powerful energy portal and energy spot, a gateway, higher dimensional frequency, and a very important part of this great ascension process. And we connect with her daily, my sacred Condor eye, as we anchor in our Hieros Gamos codes into the grid, into the ley lines of these sacred portals in Washington State. And I hope to bring to all of you in the next several days a powerful activation from the sacred mountain, Mount St. Helens. Thank you for joining us today. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Make it the best day ever. And always remember, I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the resurrection and the light. I and my mother, Father God are one. For the kingdom of heaven is at hand, the kingdom of God, Goddess, the eternal life, the eternal light. The divine union, the unity, the oneness is here now. We are activated in this beautiful connection, living from our heart center, being connected to all beings in all realms, all timelines, all dimensions, here now in this sacred avatar, this holy temple of the Great Spirit. We rise, 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 as we anchor deeper, deeper, deeper. And we feel our way through this great ascension process, beyond words, beyond thoughts, beyond concepts and all meanings. And keep walking softly upon your sacred path with heart. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.